Friends, here our concept is building custom Docker images using Dockerfile. Let me go with that. See, we already know that there are two ways to create custom Docker images. They are from a container, that is with the help of Docker commit command, and using Dockerfile. And we already gone through our first method, that is custom Docker image with a container using Docker commit command. But actually it has some limitations, and one of that is it is not scalable and it is very difficult to automate the tasks in our real time. That's why it is not preferred in real time. Then the preferred way to create custom Docker image is using Dockerfile. Now first let me tell you what is a Dockerfile. See, in simple terms, Dockerfile is a script which contains some instructions or commands for our Docker. And we can create a custom Docker image by executing Dockerfile with a Docker command called docker build. So simply, first we will write some Dockerfile with some instructions or commands. Now by using Docker, we will run docker build command on this Dockerfile. Simply, we are executing Dockerfile with the help of docker build command, so that it will create Docker image. See, after that we know that, how to create a container from Docker image. Simply by taking docker run command, we can create Docker container from Docker image. Fine. Now here, let me take our previous example itself, that is deploying Jenkins application on Tomcat application server using Docker CentOS container. So actually, if you go with manual steps, we are having these are the steps to create your setup. Deploying Jenkins application on Tomcat application server using Docker CentOS container. But here what we will do is, first we will create a Docker file for this requirement, and that Docker file we will execute by using docker build command, so that it will create a Docker image. Now we will use that Docker image to launch our container with this setup. That's it. Now let me go with that. Creating custom Docker image using Dockerfile. See, we have to write our own Dockerfile to create a custom Docker image. So based on our requirement, we have to write our own Dockerfile. And we have to know some important points to create Dockerfile. The very first one is, we need one base image to create a custom Docker image. So based on your requirement, you have to select base image. Now, we will select that base image from Docker official website called Docker Hub. And this base image information is the first instruction while creating our Docker file. And we have to represent that with an instruction called from. Not only from, based on requirement, we have different types of instructions or commands for our Docker file. Some of them are like maintainer, run, env, environment, expose, command, entry point, and so on. And here, all these instructions are not case sensitive. While implementing your Docker file, whenever if you are using these instructions, you can write these instructions in terms of lowercase letters or uppercase letters. But the suggested way is using uppercase letters only. And here, first I will show you already developed Docker file for our requirement. That is, deploying Jenkins application on Tomcat application server using CentOS container. Now if you remember, while going with the manual steps to create our setup, we followed these steps. First we created one CentOS container, then we installed some packages and we did some modifications so that we got finally our requirement, our setup. Now here, what we are doing is, for our requirement, first we are writing Docker file. From that we are going to create Docker image. From that we are launching our container. Now let me show you already developed Docker file for our requirement. Now see here, this is the Docker file for our requirement. Now if you observe this Docker file, the very first instruction is from. Now with the help of from instruction, we will mention our required base image. So with the help of base image only, we are going to create custom images. And generally in real time, they have their own base image. So using that base image, they will create their custom images based on application. That's fine. Now here, after your first instruction, remaining all instructions are simply like your manual steps commands. If you remember, these are the manual steps commands. So all these steps simply I mentioned here. But along with that, I have taken some somewhere run and somewhere command, somewhere entry point. So we'll discuss about these instructions later. Fine. Now this is the simple Docker file. Now let me create a custom Docker image simply by running docker build command, docker build dot. Now here dot means in the current location we have Docker file. In case if you have your Docker file in the different location, then you have to mention the path here about your Docker file, or else go to that location. There you have to run your docker build command. And one more thing, generally we will take Docker file as in this way only, I mean capital D Docker file. You can also take any different file name, but if you take any different file name, then you have to mention that file name here instead of dot, even though if you are in the current location where you have your Docker file. That's fine. Now let me run it. And one more thing, before building your Docker image, you have to know one more thing. That is, whenever if you build your custom Docker image using docker build command with the help of Dockerfile, so what it is going to do is, on the base image, each and every instruction is going to add like a layer. That's why while building your custom Docker image, it will take a more time at very first. But later, if you modify your Docker file and if you rerun your docker build command, it will take very less time. I will show you that. First, let me run at very first time our docker build command, docker build dot, and this is simply docker build command. You are also having tags options. Those we will see later. Now see that docker build dot. Now each and every instruction is going to add as a layer on top of your base image. You have to remember that. Now whenever if you are going to create very first time your custom image with the help of your Docker file, it will take more time. Suppose later, based on your requirement, suppose if you modify your Docker file and if you rerun your docker build command, it will take very less time. We will see that. Just wait for some time to complete this command to create your Docker custom image. See that it is taking some time. Okay, it is almost done. Okay, nearly we need 5 more seconds. Fine, done. See, once it is completed, it is also going to give the image ID here. See that? Or else you can simply run docker images and you can see that. See that latest image 148. Anyway, it is not creating any tags or repository name. So that options you have to provide while building your custom Docker image with the help of docker build command. That's fine. Anyway, to create your custom Docker image, it has taken some time. Now what I am doing is, just simply I am modifying some instruction. Let's say I am removing last instruction. So removing is nothing but simply you can comment simply with the help of hash. Now let me save it. Now here, this instruction we removed. That is the meaning of hash here. Now if you rerun your docker build command, it is simply going to delete this layer on your existing image. That's why it is going to take very less time. Now let me rerun. So docker build dot. See that it has done. Now let me once again modify simply by adding that line. Now already we have some image with these instructions. So on that image simply it is going to add the last layer. That's why it is going to take very less time. See that? So that point is very important. Done. Anyway, fine. We created our required Docker image from CentOS base image. Fine. Now see that Docker images. Sorry. Now this is the image we have for our requirement. Now let me create a container using that image. Simply we know that command to create a container is docker run -it-d. Then let's say I'm providing name as Tomcat with Jenkins on CentOS latest. Then Tomcat is running on the port number 8080 that I want to map with the Docker host. Let's say I'm taking on Docker host also 8080 port, because as of now I stopped all my running containers. That's why 8080 port on my Docker host is available. Then finally you have to mention your Docker image ID. Of course you can also mention repository name, but here I don't have repository name. That's why simply I'm taking Docker image ID. Now let me run it. It has been created. Your container has been created. See that Docker PS. It is running 5 seconds ago. So if you want to verify your setup, just enter into your container with the bash shell. Anyway, clear is not there. Simply use Ctrl L. Now see that under user local we have our Tomcat. Yes. And then inside that we have web apps. Inside that, see that there is a jenkins.web, or simply go to your browser and select your IP of your Docker host and take port as 8080, then /Jenkins. Now it will open your Jenkins application. It is opening, right? So if you have a custom Docker image, it is very easy to create container at any time with less time, right? So finally that is the advantage with Docker or Docker containerization. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Later we will see each and every step of your Dockerfile to create your Dockerfile for your custom Docker image required.